People, welcome to another episode of E24 News. Na leo
kuna hii inaitwa Milele Funeral Home.
Milele Funeral Home
Imekuwa ikichukua around
7 bodies per day from that church.
Na hata nimekumbuka baadaye kuna hata rafiki alikuwa anasema saa hizi ati kuna hii church pia like alikuwa alienda church iko hapa sitaja because it's famous here from Nakuru, very famous among the.
Hapana, itaje bro, itaje hata kunini.
Like atakasikia watu wana fast kwa hiyo kanisa. Mtu anaambiwa kuna mtu specific aliona akaambiwa tusikunje dawa za diabetes utaponywa.
Manze,
nikasema unajua kuna kitu moja nilisema na mnasemaga hapa mimi naingia surprise kwa kichwa gumu. Si kichwa gumu. Mimi nimeikuwa hapo kwa kanisa hapo mbele. Nikakwambia kitu moja, niliuza CD making peanuts kuliko kanisa. Nilikuwa na hivyo ngoma baya. Nimeongea na watu wengi like when like Mato saizi. I don't know if your church was supporting you. I'm sure there should be subscribers. There should be all the subscribers on your page. Are they there? Wako hapo?
Sijui.
Unajua mrevi akakataa kuja kwa club siku 3 anapigwa na wale wengine. Wewe, kwani ulienda wapi? Nje tukubaie. In church, how many people call you wakati tumekosa kuenda church for 3 studies? Unless when you unatoa sadaka mingi ndio unapigiwa simu.
Hivyo ndivyo iko. And it's so
Mato nataka uongee.
Before Mato atukupatie hii nafasi uongee because I feel like umse despite wanamuinterrogate because hakuna msi aliforce. So yes, sidhani akona makosa yoyote. Ametumia knowledge yake. So wasi wenye wakona makosa ni wenye wanamfuata. Ama what do you feel, Mato?
Okay, siwezi taka ku make any judgment because hata tukiondoa mambo ya religion hadi kwa hii biashara ya nini ya photography kuna quacks, kuna professionals. So even in a region mambo na Christianity na mambo na church kuna kanisa ziko poa na kuna zingine na kuna zingine haziko. So I wouldn't want to judge niseme Pastor Ezekiel falls under that category
because hatuna
we don't have the proof.
Ya huyu mwingine Mackenzie tuko na proof.
Yes.
Lakini
so I wouldn't want
tunafungaga macho wapi. Mbona mseme hatuna proof ma bro?
You see like
unajua kuna vitu zingine ni common sense manze, mimi usema hivi.
You see now do you know what tunasema hatuna proof? Unajua Pastor Ezekiel wanasemanga like church yake huwa inajaa watu kama 3,000 hivyo. Unaona? Let's assume it's possible out of the 4,000 zafuta.
Of course. Which is normal.
Lakini ni kama per day 7 bodies per day mnaniambia kuna
hawakufi juu ya nini ya kanisa.
Kwa kanisa yake according to what you get.
You see now
okay, so we should wait for proof. You get? At the moment unajua kama ingekuwa hivyo saizi basi tungekuwa na details amekuwa convicted. You get? But saizi hatuwezi sema ati kuna actual there's actual evidence.
I feel like me hata silaumu Ezekiel sita.
Unajua hata usideka if you have to be very sincere hata tukisema bado sasa hivi Pastor Ezekiel ako na makosa na Mackenzie ako na makosa. Unafikia hao tu ndio mapasa wako na makosa?
Me in fact I'm not supporting them but hawana makosa at any
Mackenzie ako na yake but Ezekiel, let's wait and see.
I feel like bro, if you can be able to convince me.
But now the only problem is I'm not certain about the number of congregants he have in his church, but I'm questioning because like 7 people ni wengi by the way. Hata ukisema like out of 4,000 people 7 die a day ni wengi sana. Juka hata ukiangalia kwa church yenu, ama let me use Kadho. Jukadho ni nikaa ndio church ni kwa watu wengi sana. Sio kweli? Hii hapa. Iko nikiangalia watu inaweza kufikia watu 2,000 hivyo. Ndio kuna wanakujaga chini nini? Wanakujaga 4
masses different
na huwa
zinajaa kabisa.
So nikiangalia hivyo I'm sure we don't have like 4 people dying or 5 people dying a day in that church.
The question is that information about people
no, the only problem is we cannot validate.
Is that authentic information?
It's not authentic.
No, you see the funeral home said so.
Yeah.
But now
the funeral home
from the church.
No, from the funeral home.
Now I'm asking, do they get the bodies from the church?
Yes. According to the information we're getting. And you know, let me tell you guys something we're trying to kutoa hapa. Like I feel like bro, you know we are all business guys, yeah? Best thing now we can discuss this by the way. Since sisi wote ni wanabiashara. Bro, if you can be able to convince 90% of your customers to be purchasing your product, yeah? Hata kama ni illegal aje na wakuwa wana consume. Makosa ni yako. Si unaambia hii product iko hivi ndivyo iko. and umekuwa consume, umekubali consume. You know, hauna makosa. Wewe ni
Google unatumia nini? Remember.
Let me finish before him. Mackenzie, yes, Mrs. Semi they are good. But I'm saying, mimi sioni makosa yao. Makosa iko na sisi. Okay. Kama mtu ataniambia ati ni fast for how many days nikufe nienda mbinguni. Bro, makosa ni ya nani?
Hapo unakosa kutumia.
Si hata mimi ninakosa kutumia hii. You see?
Kuna mtu alisema, unajua like the time I was discussing with my fellow classmate. He works somewhere but started for now because then very ruhusa. But then nilikuwa post some meme about in a region like the opium of the poor. Akaniza, by the way, before my jiuliza, why is it that our colonizers never interpreted biochem book, physics book, maths book? They only interpreted the Bible in our local languages. Unataka kuniambia wakati wa hiyo colonization hakukuwa na buku zingine tungeinterpretiwa apart from the Bible?
So what's the question there?
The question is, if in 1880 walifika in Kenya, why is it that our colonizers they found that the only book that is important to interpret to Africans was the Bible, not a chemistry book, not a physics book, not a biological book?
Was it interpreted by the colonizers?
Yes. Yes, because you see, they came there and said we have to speak a different language. We wanted to interpret in a language that we could understand the Bible. But najiuliza hivi, unataka kuniambia hiyo time si kulikuwa na buku za Biblia za biology? Because back then kulikuwa na biology ya contribute watu tayari. Kulikuwa na chemistry book, physics book, quite on the Bible that was interpreted.
I'm not sure whether
you know why it was interpreted. It's the only Bible that they found important to interpret, because the Bible would help them annihilate, manipulate, and colonize Africans. Simple. Because look at this, by the way, all religions are based on fear. Yeah, that's why I said, if unataka nikuja na point zote za what is a cult, you realize even hakuna religion haija follow hapo hata Islam. Nasiko ubaya. Unaona? The reason they thought it's important is because they knew the religion is based on fear. Unaona? Na sasa hivi ukiangalia vizuri sana tunabaga, you can never question a man of God. The question is, who is the man of God? How do you know this man of God? Hata unaona like some isema ndakuuliza mnatabia baba Biblia yenu. How are you sure that these people were inspired by God? Because hizi nikisema mimi ni Yesu. Nikisema I'm inspired by God.
Kuna Yesu Kenya. Yesu Kenya tunaye.
Wachana na hiyo. Hizi
kufanya ile.
I want to see this by the way. Just like the people who wrote the Bible says they were inspired by God. But you see the now Mackenzie can say I was inspired by God that if people fast because of his name they'll see heaven. Also he said even alisema ni same ukisema mimi nimefanya makosa. Nataka prove that wale walikufa
hawakwenda heaven. No, you see, that's why nakwambia Mato.
Because the concept of being inspired by God, Mato.
Yeah. It's personal.
Who defines that I'm inspired by God?
So are you raising questions on the
you see, now the question is,
not authenticity.
No,
according to the way I'm not getting.
No, the question is, nataka kutumia akili.
Good.
Wazuku walikuja. Wakaona from all the books that can help Africans, you can only interpret the Bible because it's very important to them. And what happened next? Tumia akili yako. Mwanaume akona akili habuagu atumia akili. Ukitaka kutumia akili yako kama mkate, shauri yako.
Acha nikushie kitu moja, bro. Yeah. And you know a lot of people in those churches are not men. Who the fuck are they? It's very easy to convince a woman. Yeah? Yes. You huwezi kama uniambie it. By the way, naturally, it's very easy to convince a woman.
If you go back to the Bible,
and a kid.
If you go back to the Bible, Shetani alikuwa anajua ule ni Adam. But aliendea Eve.
Asikia Biblia wanasema ati aliendea Sara. Na Biblia acha mama yako. Sara na Eve.
Wacha naye. Inaenda.
Inaenda.
Kuna kashini kwa Sarani.
Wewe kwambia Sarani.
Wewe ulikuwa unafanya kanisa gani wewe? Unasema ulikuwa kanisa pale mbele. Hapa ndio maana ilitoka.
Nilikuwa napiga gita kwa Yesu ataongelea.
Anyway, I think I wouldn't want to comment on whether the Bible is not a genuine book, because from what
that one we cannot
na hiyo kusema ati ilikuwa ati interpretiwa because for the sake of colonize Africans, probably that may not be true.
No, logically it is. You see, I have no problem with God, but I have a problem why
with the book.
No, I wanted to give you a very good answer. Why they thought that we cannot interpret a biological book to these Africans. We cannot interpret a physical book for these people. We cannot interpret a chemistry book for Africans, but we cannot interpret. There's a Bible that was called a Negro Bible. That is say that respect your white Lord, because God has given him power and have asked you to respect that. I want to go and understand that slavery in Europe, especially in America, was based on the Bible.
I'll disagree with you.
I wish we
Kuna slave Bible. No. Mimi sikwambia tujibizane na wewe. Nataka ufanye research. Tunasema hapa mimi na raise issues na raise research. Unaona? So what I know is
how authentic is the research? Unajua pia tunafaa kuangalia who is producing the so called research. So it is being it's also being written by someone like me. Right now it's very easy to come up with the research paper.
You can also
you can also do your research. When we say about research, and I usually usema hivyo, when we say about research, yes, internet tunaweza research, but how authentic it is. You go back, unacheki information iliandikwa na wase.
Sasa kuna kitaka ujue kitu moja. When you go like question is that tutakuwa place of where we don't have anything to prove about it. Unaona? But you have done research. We know there are primary sources
and secondary.
And we know that there are popular sources and scholarly sources. I'm talking about I want to go research about primary sources of the Bible. Bible was not facilitated in English. Go for primary sources. Unaona? Try to look at what is in Greek, try to interpret. Unaona? Try to look at the discrepancies that came about with the interpretation. Unaona?
Whoever interpreted the
Bible. No, nataka kufanya logically. Nikwambia hata don't go to the Bible. Ask yourself. Mbona hawa wazungu walikuja wakaona Biblia tu pekee?
If the Bible, let me defend away kidogo, because right now kama walijua Bible ndo kitu wanaweza to control now, they could not be using it up country in their states.
Yes.
You see? So they're still using it.
The Bible is
universal. It's still using. But the
only thing is nataka kitu kingine mwenda mfanye. Kuna kitu liko inaitwa Slave Bible.
We know that.
I wish when we were coming for this discussion tungekuwa tunajua nini tunakuja kudiscuss.
But
saizi we are very narrow.
Ni break down kwa kujua hicho tunaongea hapa saizi. Sasa nataka kukuambia hivi. The reason why I feel like the Bible was interpreted in Africa in all languages but no one cared about other books. It's because religions can be used to manipulate people, like the Mackenzies.
Are we using a different Bible from other
what I'm saying is, no, I don't want to go to those.
Using the same
Bible. No, I wanted to go to this. I don't want to go to those specific about the Bible.
But you see now, if you are saying the Bible was interpreted to manipulate Africans, then why are we having the same Bible?
You know why? Let me show you how it was possible. You know why? By the way, let me ask you this. By the way, if you trace about colonization in Africa. Wakikuja Africa, they wanted to come and conquer a new continent and declare they have power on it. 2, in Europe back then, there was an urge of the power in government back then to spread Christianity all over, because they felt like spreading Christianity is spreading because they felt like they have been selected by God to come and conquer new lands and spread Christianity. Unaona, kuna kuna hii declaration ya US, wanaita by Universal Declaration, I think ya US. Nimekuwa nikistudy, nimefanya hizo deep history ya US. Kuna like watu walikuwa na Puritans. Unaona, they believe they are selected by God and they could kill if you don't pray to Jesus. Unaona, if you understand how Roman Catholic was spread, it's the same thing by the way. Go and study about the Crusades. Unaona, the earlier video tulifanya nilikuwa nimeweka tu video kidogo kwa Crusade. Like back then kulikuwa na after Islam ilitokea, there was a lot of fight between Islam and Christianity. Like where Christians would the Pope would send army to go fight to convert by force Islam to Christians. No, the reason I'm saying the Bible was interpreted is because one, Bible is I agree. Bible has a lot of information about God, but because in the Bible don't question a man of God, I can use the same Bible.
Where does it say don't question a man of God?
You see, like what
it is good to be factual.
Yeah. You see, what I'm saying is from day one, what kulikuwa umesikia kwa kanisa watu wakisema you don't question a man of God.
Hizo ni watu wanakuwa
nauliza.
Kunayo by the way, sikumbuki ni verse gani. Kuna
no is good. Ndio maana nasema I wish
kuna nini?
Kama
kuna I think ni Paul. I think ni Apostle. I think yeah, I think ni Apostle Paul. Ni anasema hivyo by the way.
I'm not sure. I cannot say.
Kitu kama hiyo
don't touch the anointed.
Yeah, what happened is
but you see mambo na questioning about man of God.
You see the question is you see
kama God mwenyewe kuna time I think kuna this someone in the Bible ilikuwa inasemaga God called that man come and reason with God. You get? So if God allowed that man to have that discussion, kulizo na God, even Abraham, many instances they had communication with God. Na kama hii ni story ya nini ya Sodom, God alikuwa anauliza is there, alikuwa anataka adiliviria Abraham anataka kumaliza Sodom because of the immorality yenye ilikuwa happen hapo hivyo. So Abraham akamuuliza, what if we find one who is righteous, are you going to spare? Akasema yes, go and find. So akaenda wakibagain na God hivyo and eventually there was none who was righteous. You get?
No.
So if at all God was just kurizon na Abraham, why do you think there should be a verse kusema you should not question a man of God?
Let me tell you something before. When you say that, the other day we had a discussion and I told you there is the way you can read the Bible and interpret it in a different way kulingana vile mimi nitaisoma and yeye isome interpret the meaning. Shida ni moja, shida inakuwa moja. Wewe ulikubali kuambiwa, wewe ulikubali kusomewa Bible. You never took that initiative ya kujisomea. That's where we go wrong. And by the way, where else we go wrong is we read the Bible. There is one thing, reading the Bible and understanding it rather than reading. You can read a novel, you can read a storybook.
I don't want to go to the Bible because we want us to have a session about the Bible. We'll come to that point. I want to briefly. Let me specify what I'm saying. Mato, don't question the man of God. It's in New Testament. If you go by the Old Testament,
what does it mean?
No, about Abraham, but to be very sincere, the modern Christianity generally is more based on New Testament rather than the Old Testament. Because if it was based on Old Testament, polygamy would be legal in church. True or false? Because Abraham, David, Solomon, it was okay. Judaism is based on Old Testament. But modern Christianity is based on New Testament more largely. Whoever says don't question a man of God, I think it was Paul, Apostle Paul. Martin. I want to raise another issue here.
Next time we na exact information because now we are just speculating.
No, you see, like, for me, I don't cram the Bible.
Not even cram. The same way you are giving information about the Bible, you should be factual.
The thing is, you see, like what I was saying is, I don't have to do that.
No, ukisema hivyo you have to justify.
No, you see like ni umesoma kama wewe umesoma Biblia yote.
Ndio maana nasema I wish tungekuwa tunajua tunakuja kudiscuss, tungefanya our own research.
Tukuje. Sikatai nao nataka tukuja hapa sasa. Most of the time we are using revised King James. Sana za Biblia yetu tunatumia sana. Mostly revised version. In revised version, we have Deuterocanonical books.
Not all of them.
No, do we have them all of them here there?
No.
In Catholic, we don't study Deuterocanonical books. Si ni kweli? Modern Christians avoid those Deuterocanonical books. Now, when you start to, that's when by the way, Mato, it's good to educate yourself. I don't want to go to specific. For your own safety. As I said to me, I believe the people who wrote the Bible had an understanding of God. But I cannot fully say that everything in the Bible is about God. Because once I started if the person who spread the Bible and commissioned the Bible to be written was a pagan first, and he tried to introduce some paganism.
Oh, that's where you go.
The question, why I say kama nini? Nataka tuingie kwa Bible sana because ukiingia hapo tutapotea.
Now usiingie.
Hapana, now you are allowing yourself to do that, but you're not allowing us to go there.
See, first nataka tufanye hivi. I'm raising questions. Ndio mwele tusome. Wakatakuja kuidi tutakuwa na question from where to argue from. Mama tu.
Ndio nasema try to get factual.
Mimi nataka kupa question. Why? I should go first Google search.
Why? Now you see, you Google searching.
What do you want to believe information about Google?
By people, bro. That's where you go wrong.
You
know, even if you wrote an article about a certain subject, if someone search for that information, atapata hiyo information.
Right now, Matua can write information about Mackenzie and make people believe him.
And you write your own version.
Yeah, and I write my own version.
Kuna kitu inaitwa manifesto. Ulisoma electrical engineering. Si ulitumia book?
Yeah.
Mbona huku down to the book? You see kuna kitetagwa reviewed ama peer reviewed articles. Unaona? You can tell what is a popular article and a scholarly article. Ni kweli. Na ndio kwa tuanzie hapo. So niko pia wewe usome Wikipedia. The thing is, I wanted to ask yourself, why is it that we don't have all the canonical books in the revised version? That's a question I wanted to raise.
So does it make the now book that we have?
No. You see, like, nataka, you see, tutakuja to discuss that. The next thing is, if most I believe sikubuki, but I believe don't question a man of God is based on the New Testament.
Sababu hukumbuki, go and do your homework.
Sika hapa. I'm sure it's based
and read the context.
You see,
don't isolate that.
And I like before, because me I'm a reader of the word, I'll tell you one thing, before. I know you are a good writer. You know there is something we call intercitation. Intercitation, yes, yeah? You know the Bible has the Chicago format of intercitation. Do you know that? Whenever you read the Bible, Mato, there is those nini zinakoga pale chini.
Yes.
Yeah, you see those. Kindly, whenever you're reading the Bible, stop reading like
you isolate.
Then you isolate that.
Whatever you want to
be. Researcher, yeah. You're good researcher. Read, then kuna reference hapo chini. They also take you to another verse of the Bible that can help you understand the whole
context.
Yeah.
No, what I'm saying
that's
is,
the best thing.
By the way, even umesema nimekuja kurealize, you see those people who wanasemaga maybe the Bible has an issue. Yeah. They normally isolate. Yeah. Unasema tu word, una isolate hiyo kanini without understanding the whole context.
I'll tell you this, but the reason I'm saying is because if you want us to have that deeper conversation, we can have a session on that. But I don't like discussing about it
because you introduced it.
You see, because what I was introducing is I was in relation to whatever is happening here. You nilikuwa nakwambia Biblia, and if you want to manipulate people, use a religion.
But you see,
and that's why I'm telling you. Let me cut you short because you've talked. I'm saying you're manipulating those people because Mato and I, we go to
you
church.
Are ignorant.
And yeah, you are ignorant. That's why you're being manipulated.
Can I ask you this?
Is it the Bible manipulating people? Someone using the Bible.
Yeah. You see. No, that's where you should go. That's a good question.
Can I ask you this? I said, if you want to manipulate people, use the Bible. That's what I said.
You can also use social media.
You can also,
you can also use. Nowadays, people normally use social media.
You know why most terrorism is based on religion?
Not most.
No, the Bible
is based on.
You see, what I'm saying is the Bible here.
You have an issue with the Bible.
No, Sikapa. By the way, the reason I use the Holy Bible because here we are Christian. But then I would say, if you want to use to manipulate people easily without assistance, haraka sana, use a holy book.
But now the question is
the question is
shida ni shida ni mtu mwenye anatumia
shida ni sisi wenye tunakubali kukuwa manipulated ama ni the book that we're doing.
Next question. Manipulation question is to kwa topic kwa hapa sasa. Then I wanted to prove why it's so easy for Mackenzie to manipulate people and believe it's okay for them. Nimekopia vizuri sana. There's a reason why wakati msinigiria please you I have a very question. There's a reason why nikakuuliza why do you think wakati wazungu walikuja Africa while you feel the best book for Africans to interpret in all languages so that they can understand well
it's the Bible.
No.
Let me answer. Then we go to the next question.
No, because if you try to answer, utapotea kwa hito.
Hapana, let me answer because you've already posed the question. Let me answer.
Hapana.
The Bible was interpreted into other languages. No, we are not atuharibu. Allow me to answer your question kindly. I feel like Mato. Yeah. Right now, if you want your kid to understand, what you believe in, you will find the easiest way possible to make your kid understand. Not these people who are bringing Christianity unto us, and we didn't know the language that they are using. So the easiest way making the work easier unto us Africans, it's by trying kunini hii kitu into a language that you can be able to understand.
Common sense.
Na munimu
assuming umeenda place kama Turkana, you get you want to give information about something. Umeenda umepata watu hawa understand language.
Kiswahili, Kizungu, nini? Yeah.
Don't you think it's common sense to look for someone to interpret what you are saying, to help them understand what you are telling? It's common sense.
You see, you know how I said mfanya research. I agree with what you said, that you should interpret for the people to understand. The question was, why did they only pick the Bible only?
No, let me. Martin, no, please. Unauliza swali, siacha nikujibu.
Umesema unajua shida ni wenye wanasema
kidogo tusikize hapa.
Walileta religion, hawakuleta physics ama chem.
Kidogo hapa. Kidogo hapa. Nilikuuliza unijibu question, unajibu vibaya. So I don't know what to expect.
Hapana, sijajibu vibaya.
No, nilikuuliza. Mimi hana ni pick the question. Nimekuuliza vizuri sana. Wewe ukanijibu walikuwa nataka watu waelewe. But mimi nilikuuliza, what do you think they pick only?
Sababu
no, I don't know.
Can I answer you on that?
You see, we are out of topic.
No, we're not. Let me answer that before.
Let me
tell you one thing.
You see,
like right now, if Kenyan government like right now, Kenyan government inataka Msako Turkana understand constitution. Vizuri.
Yeah? 1 minute.
What will you do?
Why did they independent? No.
Okay. Let me answer your question.
No. Let me ask you the question. No. Let me ask you the question.
And then we have a chance to
1 minute.
1 minute. Yeah, I will.
I'll be brief in your question.
Why do you think? Make sure these people wananyamaza because wanisikizi. Nataka kwenda baya because mnarukilia. Nimemuuliza question mtauliza mkajibu vibaya. That's what they said.
Hakuna mtu amejibu vibaya question.
Uliza vizuri sasa.
Let me describe how they did. Nilimuuliza, why did you think that they wanted to interpret the Bible only, not other books?
Because they
ukasema walikuwa nataka watu waelewe. Mimi nikuuliza, why did they pick the Bible only?
Sababu walienda religion.
No.
Kwani game ni religion.
Before hapa wacha uliza.
Sasa nataka anijibu tena. Na ukinijibu tena mimi naenda kwa next question kujibu yes or no. Because I want us to base that topic on a very fresh topic.
You will make me
and we will have someone to control the dialogue because mnaigiria mnajibu vibaya na mtaka kusikiza. Tunataka twende kwa Mackenzie. Haya. Jibu question yangu sasa. Why did they think?
Mbona hawaku kitabu ingine apart from the Bible? Allow me to base this on a realistic manner. Like right now, you have how many entities of business? Now let's take Studio and Vifoka. True?
Village Foods.
Village Food, yeah? Now, like right now, when you're going to introduce yourself, kuuza Vifoka, do you carry Before M Studio? Do you go there? Unaenda unaambia, mimi Before M nimekuletea Vifoka. Do you do that? What do you do?
Village Foods.
Good, thank you. So because that is the main agenda. True? So these people were bringing to us Christianity.
Yeah. You started so well. Ulisema hapo ndio
nataka ajibu.
Yeah. These people, their main focus, their main idea was to introduce Christianity. True? Hapo tumekubaliana. Yeah. So why should they take time to convert kitabu ya chemistry, English, whatever other books they are into a language yenye tunaweza understand, where else their main agenda ni Christianity? Do you see like hapo wangepoteza attention yao washinde kufocus na what they were supposed to do? I feel like that. So bro, when you're saying the reason mbona hawakunini, I think those are just your speculation to make sure that they brought this thing to be able to manipulate us.
That's your own version.
Let me tell you one thing. You should never, I feel like the Bible was not brought to manipulate us. I feel like the Christianity, because nakwambia I'm against religion, because religion and Christianity mimi hapo I draw a line. I'll tell you one thing. The reason why walifanya hivyo, it's so that they can make us understand, yeah, there is something we need to know about something that we don't know.
In a better language.
In a better language.
Now,
in a language that we can all understand.
Simple. Now I want to go to the next topic. You don't have, I'll be very sincere. I don't I want you to go research what were the very main agendas for European immigration in Africa. What did kuna hii mkutano inaitwa na Otto von Bismarck wakati wa Scrabble of Africa. What was the main agenda?
Scrabble of independence.
No, I don't have an issue with all that.
No. Nimesema msiongea hivi. You have
no. Tuweke hapa tumekuzikisha hapa.
You also have points that we need to make you understand the context.
You know you are not arguing.
I'm not arguing. No logically don't say that because I'm giving you things.
Can I ask you this?
That are there.
Can I ask you this?
Nimekuuliza very simple question. Ukienda kwa msee na before na before. Na nimesema you can't go introduce.
You know what I'm doing now? Let me say with you. You are interrupting me when I am having a conversation with him. Did I interpret it?
You didn't no. Continue, bro.
I want that kind of
you have 2 minutes to make it buyer.
Yes.
What's the question?
By the way, I don't see the issue was here about Ezekiel and Mackenzie, how they manipulate you. The question is here. I said one thing by the way. I don't want to be very specific here. Nataka mbona mfanya research. Why? Because already I have posted few questions here. Unijibu sharuri. No, I don't intervene me. So the next question was, wakati wazungu walikuja in Africa, they knew very well but that hawakuleta tu religion peke yake, walikuja wakaiba vitu zetu na walikuja wakatuletea medicine. But they never interpreted books of medicine in Kikuyu. Nataka usiongee, utaenda kufanya.
Mbona hutaki niongee na?
You know why?
Wacha nisiende research because there is something I know about that. Wacha ni
Festo, you are the one who is leading the conversation. What is the main topic today?
The main topic. Hata ni wewe ulileta hii.
No, you see, it was a small issue.
It was about Mackenzie.
No,
that was not a small issue. Just
no, Festo, can I see? Let me show you where you are feeling as the person who is controlling this discussion. You are not telling us as a discussant. If you raise a different topic out of the topic, you give us as a point to take home as a homework to go do research. That's why I'm giving you a research because I want us to kuja to find sasa hiyo topic yake so that we go to the point here. I said this by the way. I also want you to ask yourself, why is it terrorism is mostly based on religion? Homework. Now let's go to why Mackenzie, unaona mtu kaa Ezekiel, hii issue zote zinatokea sasa hivi. Na nikasema vizuri sana hata like kuna kanisa iko Nakuru. Rafiki yangu alienda huko wakaona watu wanabua fans wakaambiwa waache kutumia dawa za diabetes mpaka waponya. Unaona? Mimi kuna kitu najua about God. Mungu ni mwanaume. Asiko baya. Mungu apendagi ujinga. The reason why
what makes you think God ni mwanaume bro?
Do you know why? Jiuliza kama unafikiri ni makosa gani tunafanyanga hapa? Angalia demu yako ukimkosea kidogo sana.
Hizo ni speculation.
Hizo you are shallow.
Hizo ni speculation.
Tutakuja kuongea. No, hiyo ni homework. No, hiyo ni homework
about saying I don't feel like anyone can define God as a gender.
Hiyo ni homework ya kwenda kufanya Biblia. Unaonaga kama God ni mwanamke ama mwanaume.
Hiyo tutafanya. That one we cannot do. That one do it to yourself.
Wewe na Mackenzie mtufanyie hiyo.
Let me tell this guy one thing. There is a verse in the Bible that says, "Whoever shall make this my sheep to go astray, he or she will be punished."
Be very careful.
Be very careful.
No, nataka kuuliza hivi, asiko mbaya by the way. Wewe unaangalia binadamu vile tunafanya makosa. Then ujiulize, between a woman and a man, who is more forgiving?
Between a woman and a man.
So hiyo ina connectaje na kusema
wewe wacha kujibu
between a man and a woman.
Nani anakasirika haraka?
Mwenye anakasirika haraka.
Inalingana
because
kuna wanaume wanakasirika haraka hivyo wanawake.
Sikatai bado nasema hivi sasa hivi. Ni between wanaume na wanawake. Ni nani unaweza kosea?
Mimi sijakaa na wengi.
Si hivyo. Ni gani unaweza kosea anakasirika? You know, let me be sincere.
You're making me laugh. You're having a serious conversation.
You see, you guys, what you're doing is, let me tell you this by the way, and I want us to run this by the way. You interrupt so much when someone says something that you don't agree with.
No, it's not because you
the problem is unajua unataka mkoroni wewe. Unataka mkoroni, unajua unataka kutufeed na information. Hebu tujia kabisa.
No, wewe unaweza manipulate watu.
Wewe unataka mkoroni wewe. Wewe na Mackenzie.
Because I'm telling you, the reason why Mackenzie is manipulating people, he is manipulating people who are ready to be manipulated. Because like you and I, because you are not ready to be manipulated by him, we cannot fall under his manipulation strategies.
That's such a being a mask. You know the only problem you guys are not listening. You see, like kuna kitu unasemaga, allow me to express my idea, then unaigilia. Don't interrupt me.
Go.
See,
but you've been talking too much. much.
You see,
tumekaa hapa tumefundishwa.
Mato is
yeah,
you talking for the last
question gapi?
Umenipea question.
Hata ni mingi. Hata tukumbuki.
Now the problem is na mjibu anasema amshalu. Na wewe question yako iko huko.
Sasa unajua sasa unataka tu discuss ati kama Mungu ni jeda ya Mungu wewe. Tukusikize hapa tukiongea jeda ya Mungu.
No, you see,
We cannot do that.
We cannot hiyo ni nini?
You know why? You see, I was bringing the point home. Mkapotea. Sasa nilisema iko homework mkamkukala kusikiza.
Na wewe ukikuja kuuliza maswali unafanya homework. Usikuja kufanyia homework hapa. What you gonna see nyumbani?
I think you see, like if you are, I said you this when I was doing some preaching to high schools back then in 2008 and 2009, I noted how people would not question whatever I was saying. There was a time I did an experimental. I said something that is not in the Bible and waited for them to react. No one reacted after that. Someone, I told them, do you know why, guys? I said this and what is wrong. I wanted to, even if namsomea Biblia, ile time nimekuja hii chance kanisa yenu kumpreachia tena. You don't have to carry the Bible, but andika whatever nimesoma buku gani. Enda ujisomee, ujiulize kama it was like what I said. Unaona, now why I'm saying this by the way.
Give him a chance.
Now, when you know like Mackenzie, Ezekiel, ama wengine wanatuchanganya, ni because deep in ourselves, we are told don't ever question by our parents, don't ever question the man of God. Two, don't ever doubt the man of God.
Mimi sikuambiwa hivyo.
Unaona? That's you see. Wewe hukuambiwa you are lucky. But it doesn't mean society haikuambiwa hivyo. You get
no, nauliza kwani ni Bible ilikuwa nawaambia mimi nikaambiwa na gazeti.
You see. You're not listening. I say, society, most people in our society are told by their parents, not the Bible. The Bible doesn't speak.
But now I'm asking you, hivyo umesema kitu mzuri sana. Baya wacha ni waje.
Ngoja sasa.
Sasa nikusikize hapa watu nitakulipia hii hata hiyo. So umesema vizuri sana. Ulikuwa unaenda kupreach unawaambia ile kitu nimewafundisha, go and do your own study. So in that case, for example, mtu akikosa kwenda kufanya their own research na kustudy, is it the Bible ama ni wewe na walimu? Wewe na walimu gani Bible? No, sema, is it the Bible or the person who is not doing their work?
Deep down is the person.
Si tumemaliza?
No.
So I have to resume the next video.
No, before you answer your question.
Last question.
Let me cut you short. Before you
Wait, okay, 1 minute. Before nitasahau by the way.
Na usiulize maswali mingi sana.
Wacha uulize.
And I had very question nilifanya mbili, nimeuliza tu.
Wewe hujauliza mbili wewe. Wacha kutuchanganya Mackenzie ya you. You're doing this. Ati ameuliza swali mbili. Hata wewe mtazamaji huyu mtu ameuliza swali mbili.
Go do your own research nini? Huyu mjamaa.
Direct ameuliza maswali mbili. Haya, tuendelee. Ni ya nane hii.
I think one day hapa utaokoka. So one day I'll bring people who are arguing about a topic you know how I control my discussions. I'll tell you this by the end. Kuna question kwa kumuuliza. Why do you think we have so many churches in the world?
Why do you think we have so many bars? Clubs.
Hapo
ukizunguka hapa hivi hata hapa by the way ukida town ya juu makanisa ni kidogo lakini pubs ni mingi. Why don't you, kwa nini hauna shida na hiyo?
Wacha nikwambie kitu moja. You should understand one thing, that in this era that we are in, churches have been converted into business, a lot of them. So since they are businesses, they can be set anywhere, anyhow.
Now,
when you set bars,
what is based, you see, for those businesses to operate, they are based on a concept. For me to operate a business that Matu uko nayo, I have to add a service, like najaribu kufanya service better kuliko. Si uko ni Matu. I'm trying to fill a gap. Now I'm asking you, why do you think we have many churches? Because mimi nasoma part yangu ya Bible, naona hapa inaweza to be concept kusema kuna gap ya church haifanyi hivi.
Good. Hata umekuja bro.
Seriously now.
So sasa hiyo very simple. Our discussion imekuwa simple.
Amekaaga na make.
Kwa sababu sasa hapo tunaweza sema ni hujio ama ni Bible.
You see, what I was saying is this. Can I just answer?
Hebu kwanza answer.
I will answer in this way. Mine is two versions. I would say around 80%. No. Who has the problem? Uliza hiyo question hapo nikujibu vizuri.
Na usikize sitauliza tena.
Yeah, I don't to answer sharply.
Ninauliza, umesema kitu mzuri sana. Let me use the example nimetupatia hapa. Ulikuwa umeenda kupreach, asi mingine ilikuwa kanisa yako. Ndio, umewapatia sermon, ukawapatia the book of John says nini. Then ukawaambia go do your due diligence. Let me use that hiyo word. Enda ufanye utafiti yako kama hivyo nimekuambia ni ukweli. Mtu akikosa kusema, akikosa kufanya their own study and then achukue words zako which are distorted vile Bible haijasema. Shida ni Bible ama shida ni wewe ama shida ni yeye?
No, I would say this. I will not first condemn the audience fully. I would say 50%
is the Bible.
No. Audience.
So the Bible has no problem.
Shika hapa wata kujua. Wanaongea. Nyamaza. 50% is the audience. 30% is the religious leaders. 20% the Bible has some few issues. Not the Bible, even Islam, even Buddhism. Hakuna religion. I see. First as okay. Usile kinao zile unaruka ruka.
Na pia wewe kuwe factual bana. Just be factual. Ukisema hivyo, don't just take for the sake of umesikia umesema hivyo.
I want to be honest. To be honest. Hakuna religion yoyote. Hakuna holy book that is perfectly describing who God is. Exactly. Hakuna. Ziko na tuma errors. Because provided by human being have errors. They cannot be perfect. At least they define God. So I respect an Islam because they describe God based on how Islam understood religion. Now Christianity, we understand God based on how we understood God is. But that doesn't mean that we are right and Islam are wrong. But the moment you start assuming Christian is right and Islam is wrong, you are in a cult. That's one picture of a cult where you believe your religion, your church is the best, and now no church is good.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Simple. You said religions iko na hitches. Yes. How many religions have you studied you yourself? That you can talk about.
I did. We are doing. It was kuna. Can I explain something?
No, let me ask you a straight question.
What I did is, I was a course on history and religion. We also did. So we studied deep. Unaona, tulikuwa tuna summarize nini, kuna tulifanya bado ya religious studies and theology, na ilikuwa more of how do I do scholarly, una study Bible for like a scholarly book. Unaona, why do we Christian believe, why we started even crusades. Hapo nilijua mambo ya crusades. Siko na
wacha tu nikuulize sasa. Now because religion has so many, let me ask you a simple question. Now because you believe that religion inakuwa na hitches.
Yes.
Kuja na Christianity unajua iko na errors hapa na pale. Would you personally worship a cow?
If I was born in a community.
Wacha, no, you are not born, you are born here. Nimekuuliza Jemo. Wewe.
Sisemi. Kuuliza kitu moja.
Nikikuuliza hivyo ninajua.
You answer that question so that you can follow.
Don't answer your own question.
No, nataka kuuliza hivi.
No,
when it's what you asking.
No, it's
just cool down.
See, Martin, no, kidogo tu. I'm asking Martin. Martin, kuuliza question. Would you dictate how I answer the question?
No. Wewe fanya. Sikiza. Unajua nimekuambia na ujibu swali yako. Usijibu swali yako. You are phrasing your own question. You are phrasing your own question. Sisi aliphrase na unaweza kuona kitu mbaya.
No.
Let me ask you a simple question. Wewe ni Jemo saa hizi, si ndio? Would you worship a cow?
No.
Na usiniambie na
how many minutes have you given me to answer?
It's a simple question, yes or no.
Do you know why I will not answer yes or no, because some questions do not require yes or no. They require a yes and an explanation. Where you go deeper understanding yes. Give me a minute to answer that. I don't know interruptions. And after at the end of my explanation, I will answer a question. One, as a Christian right now, I would not.
Why?
But if I was born in a community where I found my mothers and parents,
sasa
sikapa. 1 minute I suppose.
Continue.
No, look at
it. Don't interrupt.
For now, because I'm a Christian, I would say no. But if I was born where my parent, I found my parent and my community praying to a cow, I would. The next question now I would answer you is no. My now.
I wanted that no.
Everybody cool down. Shut up. I'm going to give you I'm going to give you
give me an opportunity. Give me an opportunity. I have something that is burning.
Now wait before you continue. Let me give Matt a chance to say what he's supposed to, what he wants.
Nilikuwa nataka kusema, si umeniambia no. Sababu sijakuuliza kama ungezaliwa. Nimesema now ulizaliwa Christian, si ndio? Lakini haunge worship a cow. Now hiyo ni kusema umediscredit mtu ana worship a cow, si ndio? Why do you think you have a right kusema a cow is not the way to go when we are talking about God?
You see, umemaliza. Okay.
Nimemaliza.
Na kunataka kitu moja hapa. Fungua hiyo simu yako.
Hapana.
You know why? No.
I'll be able to regulate you. Now you wasting time when you're telling me.
Let me
answer the question.
I said this but and kama huku nisikiza vizuri. Nilisema some question
and kindly note you are going out of the topic.
No, I'm answering the question.
Tulienda kitabu tukianzia.
So sikapa.
We will be coming back to this guys.
No. You see, some answers don't require yes or no. They require a yes or no plus an explanation. Nikasema no. Why? Because in a community I was born in a Christian family, a Christian community where we don't believe in operating that. But if my parents where I was born ningekuta wanaomba hiyo nini, ningeomba vizuri. Now nikimaliza from my explanation nataka kukuuliza why are you a Christian?
Because that's what I believe in. That's
why
what
do
I
you believe in it?
And I'm comfortable to believe worship ng'ombe is not the right way. I don't have an issue with that. I don't have an apology.
That's a question that we tackled.
No, I'm a Christian because my parents introduced me to Christian.
No. Is what I believe in. Saizi I'm a Christian out of understanding.
Mato is also right.
You see. Saizi sio mzazi wangu ananishua.
Let me tell you one thing.
Out of understanding, saizi I'm more aware.
You are more
being a Christian. Saizi
you have a right to convert.
I have a right to convert. But I cannot convert.
By the way, when you're studying your deeper religion, mko nasema your parent akonda ile power ile religion kupeleka ya mbele inakuwa na power. No, na let me ask you this, Martin, saizi na Festo. Watu walizaliwa kwa Christian families, how many have converted? Do you know it's more than 2%? Yes, kupita more than 2% watu walizaliwa kwa Christian family are converted to another religion.
Is it based on fact ama
you know why?
Speculating?
Let me tell you this. The person you first believe in this planet is your parents. So ile religion alikupea kwanza inakuwa very powerful. Then hata the reason unapata sio watu wengi convert. The reason why Martin you are Christian right now and maybe utafikia kutano kujaribu izingine ni being your parent who first introduced you to Christianity. If your parent was an Islam, chances are kwa Islam. Your first one was an Muslim.
Yeah.
But most of the time unakutanga parent wao ina mmoja alikuwa Islam. Si ni kweli? Sasa nakuuliza nataka uende kwa class yenu ya study 1 to study 8. Mtu wao yumeisoma, how many have converted to another religion? You will find they can't go more than 2 to 3%.
Those are
so you are a Christian because you are born from a Christian family.
Those are his speculations.
No, not based on nataka kufanya hivyo. Nataka ufanye hivi. You can go do that's the
research,
deeper research.
Yeah.
So as we wind up,
we are not winding up. We've not yet tackled the topic of the day.
Tufanye hivi.
Yeah. No. Now asitafanya kitu kingine. Let's get back to the topic of the day, guys.
You see now I was saying this before.
No. I won't allow you.
Narudi kwa topic sasa.
No.
Narudi kwa topic.
No, I'll make you go back to the topic. Because of time. This is what I'll ask you guys, both of you. Do you feel like the mistake here is for Mackenzie ama Ezekiel ama mistake iko kwa waumini?
Mimi naweza sema ni waumini.
Ama iko kwa Bible like you were saying?
Shida ni waumini. You get. Hata Bible yenyewe inasemaga study.
You see,
to be approved worthy workmanship. As in study is personal. You get.
Yeah.
Understanding about God and about the Bible is a personal initiative. So ukikosa kustudy na nikuja na information yenye nimepick na nimepick selectively kwa Bible, you believe what I tell you, lakini unafaa kustudy.
No. You see, when I say I was explaining, you see kuna place people tena kawaida tufanye research kusikiza. My explanation was this. There's one reason why if you want to understand the homework bado.
No, it's not about homework. Listen, I've asked you a question. I've posed questions.
Can I allow me to explain?
Wait.
But impatient sana.
You're not impatient. It's because you're going out of what I've asked.
See, now,
I've asked can you allow me to blame here?
No,
is it Pastor Ezekiel?
Mimi ni sema vizuri sana na nikawaambia vizuri sana. Of course 50% goes to the audience. But the question is here. Nikasema vizuri sana. There's a reason why terrorism and we have many religions. It's because it's easily kuchukua part of the Bible and go with it and danganya watu wengine nayo. Because generally we live in a world where ignorance is a business. I want you to know that there's a study of ignorance. So easy, the people the reason why people are following Mackenzie and Ezekiel and other pastors who are simple, not all pastors are bad, by the way. Not all churches are bad, not all religions are bad. No. But the reason why people are following these traps is because one, desperation. 2, because we have ignorance. Right now, there are professors of ignorance. It's where you study about ignorance of people. Even our media right now, it has not been. If media was very sincere about educating people about religion, Hakukuwa na mambo ya Mackenzie na watu wako hapa. So right now the world is in a wrong place because of ignorance. Saizi most audience are ignorant. Most churchgoers are ignorant. Saizi if someone says you don't question a man of God, you see, mato nyamaza. Sikiza utaongea. You see, the reason why nikisema mimi pastor, you don't question a man of God utaitikia is because you don't know that hata mtu akisema ni mtu wa Mungu anaweza kuwa pia kwa inspired na Satan. So I can question also.
Let me there's nothing religious with ignorance. Hakuna connection ya religion na ignorance. You get? Hiyo ndio nataka kwanza unini hiyo wacha nayo. Sababu nikuulize. For example, those people who follow politicians like cult. Is that religion?
No.
Vile watu wanafuata rao
sahihi. It's a form of religion. Not religion.
Is it biblical religion? I mean, ni Christianity unasema wanafuata hiyo ni Christianity, hiyo version ya kufuata rao na ujinga.
Okay, hodi kororo no anita. Ole mafuataga mwana siasa ni muhano wa religion. Simple. That's what you're not understanding.
No, we are talking about Christianity. Yao tukua ugumani.
You see,
listen.
I'm looking at the
Bible. We are very specific. We are talking about the Bible, and the Bible is not a political.
Can I ask you a question?
Can I ask you a question? Don't ask a question. I give Mato. I need you. No. Hey. I need Mato maliza nini yako.
So nilikuwa nasema as in the way you see people following kwa hiyo ni Raila, that is ignorance. You get? The same way I would follow a pastor without taking my own time to study the Bible. Pia hiyo ni ignorance. You get? So whose fault is it? Sasa tunasema ni fault ya Raila hivyo watu wanakufa wakifuata sijui maandamano, na which maandamano unaenda kukufa na familia yako itasaidika. You get? So hiyo ignorance unaweza sema ni fault ya Raila ama ni fault ya mfuasi. So the same way naweza kuuliza mtu akifuata preacher mwenye anakupreachia lakini wewe you are not taking your personal time to study the word, unafuata mtu sababu amekwambia. Shida ni Bible, shida ni preacher ama shida ni wewe?
Martin, nataka one question. You can explain shortly. A minute is today your pastor mkenda kanisani kwenu huwa anabia na msikwe mna whatever anasema sometimes mna confirm kama ni kweli kuiti. Kama wewe sikama hivyo.
Unajua?
No, from your experience.
Let me
umeuliza swali hapo.
Jibu sasa.
Hakujagi na nini, hakujagi ameficha Bible. You get? We open the Bible together. You get? So akipreach we have projectors, kila mtu ako na Bible yake na pia yeye ako na Bible yake. You get? Na haujapewa restriction umeambiwa ati don't study. You get? Because studying the Bible is an obligation for any Christian who is willing to mature.
Have you ever seen
Nimejibu.
Umeona pastor Ezekiel akipreach?
Mimi sijaienda huko.
Nataka ufanye sasa hivi, wewe uangalie video zake ziko YouTube. Pia unaweza tafuta za Mackenzie utaona. You see, even hiyo kanisa nakwambia Nakuru, walisema usikuje dawa za nini? They do what you are saying right now. Unasikia Mato?
Shida ni ya nani?
No, nataka kukwambia hivi. Nani amekwambia kwa Mackenzie kwa Ezekiel watu wasomaji Biblia akisoma?
Shida ni ya nani?
No.
Whose fault is it?
No, don't go to the fault. We are not blaming here. I'm asking a question. Be specific. Uweta kwa Ezekiel. We are not blaming here. Don't blame anyone. Let us be realistic. Unafikiri kwa Ezekiel watu wasomaji Biblia akisoma?
No, sasa unaniuliza unataka nikwambie.
Let me intervene. Let me tell you one thing. Yeah? When you talk about kusoma Bible, we said one thing. Yeah? When you're reading, there is just reading for the sake of reading when you're in church. Do you know that? A lot of people read the Bible just for the sake of reading when they are in church. And the moment wamemaliza, they close, they pack it in their bag and they go. No. Now listen, wait, I'm speaking now. Just give me time. Yeah? Now, when they do that, it's upon themselves because they've not taken the initiative of getting more or getting deeper into the word so that they can be able to understand the word. Now, at those churches, I'm not finished yet. I feel like in those churches, they have taken the initiative to give all they want to their pastors. So they're giving all of it. They believe that what the pastor says is the right thing, forgetting that pastor is also made of flesh, blood, like I. True? So he can also lead us astray. Sawa. Kuna mapasta utapata pasta amekwambia don't drink manze, don't drink and drive, lakini unampata kwa benzi yake amepiga tindi, ametindika vizuri. Yeah? You see? Like they are also human beings like us. They can fall short of God's grace. They can fall short of a lot of things and they do mistakes. And Bible inasema God, you know, they are not holy. they are not holy. Yeah. And that's why his grace is new every morning. Yeah. It's because there is no one who is that holy than thou. Like Christ, the God, yeah? You get what I'm saying?
You don't know.
Yeah.
So what I mean, mimi nikiwaenda sina maneno ya kuongezea.
Martin, kuna kitu moja. No, Festo kuna kitu nataka.
Wait, let me
kidogo kwa jina la Mato. Amekuita vipi ukiongea?
Ajani interview.
Do you know why ana interview nikiongea?
It's because I feel like
unajua tunajirudia. Mimi nimesema as I wind up time ndio uongee hadi saa 6.
Wait. Let me give him. Let's wait.
Mimi nilikuwa naongea. You see,
cool down. Also you cool down. Yeah. Now shut up. Kindly.
Ama unakuwa tunakuja na helmet.
You see,
kidogo Mato. I'm giving you 30 seconds.
You see, I'm not to give us 30 seconds. Nataka kuuliza.
I'm giving you 30 seconds.
No,
nataka
unijibu hivi. Mbona why do you think nikiongea Mato na intervene?
Hapana, we are having a discussion. We're having a discussion.
Tell us why.
No, don't tell me why. I just need to get your perspective.
You
have
wind up.
Yeah. I want to get your.
No, you see, have you listened how Festo ameanza hiyo question nikuuliza? Ukasema wanasoma yes, but maybe wanasoma juju. That's the question I was asking for you, but you read aloud because you didn't want to answer the right question. Because you knew if you answer the right question, I'll fix you. Festo amesema vizuri sana.
No, we are not about
you. Now can I'm summarizing. Si ati kwa Ezekiel wasomaji Biblia bila mnasomewa. Wanasomanga. The only problem is watu wengi wakisoma Biblia juvata na wanasomanga juju. That's the answer for me, but you didn't answer. The next thing Mato will tell you this. Then we are like saizi, you see, the solution why terrorism is based on a holy Bible, a holy book. The solution why it is manipulation hata ile ilifanyika wafanyika wakati wa condemnation is based on the holy books. Unaona? That's why kulikuwa na slave Bible. Na nitakutafutia kama utaki kufanya information, don't answer me why. Saizi naweza kwambia watu wengi, yes we can blame 50% to the audience because hata ukisoma Biblia
50%.
Mimi na sasa nasema hivyo. I'll tell you this by the way. I was tuna summarize takwambia from experience yangu. Sasa nisema tukue ukienda out of topic tuiweka next time tunamaliza tunaenda kwa topic. Tukimaliza kitambo sana watu Biblia na mkulisikiza. No, what happened is Mato. Sometimes, I know from my experience, I have seen a man of God say, that is, actually I will quote him because I know he have no problem. I talk about Father Martin Ndegwa. Kutuambia, sometimes mtusinifuata kama mimi ni Yesu, I'm also human being. The question is, I'm asking you this, na nakuuliza vizuri sana. Utasema yes or no, but you can actually want to explain. Ukifanya touch. Kanisa yetu, umesikia pastor yenu akisema hivyo?
Aje.
No, usinijibu. Like, I'm also a human being. Sometimes, msinifuate tu sana, mwangalie Mungu. The solution why most modern Christianity and generally Christian and all religious people, not even Christian, even Islam, they fear the man of God than God. Because if the man of God says I don't drink, but nakunywa usioge, nakunywa nilikuwa kwa nyumba yangu.
Allow me to cut you short
kidogo. Please, no.
Wewe na kama unauliza maswali, kama unataka kuongea usiulize maswali.
Nimepata bila nasema. Don't fear God. They fear a supreme being who is or deity. No, let's use deity because
you don't fear God. You don't fear God.
No, Festo.
That's something we should.
No, hiyo wewe.
Tumalize.
Ukienda ku explain why you don't fear God, tuta waste time here.
No,
but I'm saying usiongee, ukienda ku
na wewe usiulize kama unataka tuongee.
You see, nasema hivi
usiulize maswali ndio unataka kujibu.
No, nasema to save time. Si ni kweli? So we don't have to explain why I say fear God. We explain why you should not fear God because you know the topic is not why you should fear God. Then watu wengi religious whether ni Islam ama nini, unakuta mimi siwezi fanya kitu mbele ya sheikh mapasa wetu, but ningekuwa na huko peke yangu naweza kufanya. Unaona? Unafia the man of God or your sheikh ama the religious person pia hapo juu kuliko Mungu because God is everywhere. Si ni kweli Mato? If the person say don't sleep or don't do extramarital affairs na ninafanya nikuwa kwa nyumba nafishia nani? Najifishia nani? Mungu kwa kila place. So Mungu ananiona but pastor hanioni. Unaona? Na sasa kitu kingine nikiangalia watu ukiangalia issue yote ya Mackenzie na most all those pastors wanaambiwa daktari anakuambia ukunywe dawa za diabetes, sio pastor anakuambia usikunywe na unaitikia yes because kuna aspect Biblia watu wale wanataka kumanipulate watu witumianga sana, not all pastors wanaitumianga, wanasema don't question a man of God. Kwa time nilikuwa nafanya music, I was doing gospel love na nilikuwa kadho nikaenda PCA, nikaenda sasa hata nisingetaja hiyo kanisa zingine juu watasema niko personal. But someone asked me, when you rap, are you singing to God or you are Satan? Nikamuuliza, hii yenu mnavurutaga ama yenu mnaibaga? Mlikutana na Mungu akamwambia vile mtaiba. You see, someone said you should not ever question a man of God. People fought me, by the way. There was a time tulikuwa nafanya round pahali. There was another artist who had money. Yeye akifanya round yake, pastor was the man of God there. I was using a pastor to mean yule mkubwa wa kanisa. Alikuwa ndiye chairman wa hiyo kamati ya round yake. Wakati nilifanya yangu na rafiki yangu alifanya yake, ndio tulikuwa kanisa yote moja na tulikuwa na pesa. We only had 10 people.
Pole.
You know, siku hizi Martin, ukijia hii kanisa yenu, ama mimi nikikuja huko sitakuwa kwa pale mbele na nipewa number 1. Sika no, ni ukweli ndio hiyo kanisa yenu. Mimi sasa ukitaka niende special naenda, mimi kanisa yenu. Unaona? Na si kwenu tu, ni kanisa zote. When a billionaire gets in a church,
you are wrong. That's where you go.
My friend.
That's where you go.
I think usifanya to buy your truth.
Your truth.
Me, I'm not buying. You see, I'm not asking to buy. Mimi nasema like saizi kanisa.
No.
But wacha tu nimalize.
Umalizia
nimewind up So I think whatever you're saying about don't question the man of God, I don't think that is a scripture. Is your personal opinion. Then number 2, kama you are a Christian or whichever religion you ascribe to, do your own work, due diligence. Fanya studying about God is a personal initiative. Unafaa tu wewe mwenyewe ujisomee, wacha kurely na information unapewa na nafasi ama get your answers off, lakini fanya kazi yako.
Wewe ni man of God.
Chukua Bible study. Una get? That's the only way you can get to understand the word of God. Hii ingine ukiambiwa na hausomi, don't blame the pastor. Don't blame the Bible. Blame yourself and your nini.
Kuna watu wanasemaga usome Biblia kama novel.
Yeah, good. I said about that.
Sasa hapo
tumemaliza wewe.
Let me wind up.
Tumemaliza wewe. Hatujui. Asante sana.
Ukimaliza niko na
question. Wind up. No, we have winded up. Yes.
Wait. No, I'm not going to. No.
Hapana, tunachelewa.
Nataka wewe uko nyumbani. Nataka mtu jibu kitu moja. Wewe umesikia, don't question a man of God. 2, do you read the Bible ama unasikizaga tu pastor wenu?
No, thank you. Now listen, as I wind up, let me do my final remarks. I feel like the reason why allow me to explain this kindly in a short briefly. The reason why I say people should not fear God, I feel like this is the reason why watu wanaenda kufanya mambo chini. I feel like it's high time we establish good relationship with our Father. Unaona? Establish a good relationship with God. Then you'll be communicating with him. Yeah? So now this is where I'll go. As I went up, I feel like these pastors, when wanna manipulate what they are manipulating people who are ready and have given in to them for them to be manipulated. So and let me kindly say this as we wind up. His opinion is not my opinion, is not his opinion. We all have different opinions. So